Welcome, yoginis and yogis. I am Sondra, and this is yoga in our city's virtual studio. We have Foxy with us once again to support as we all come into our beautiful practice today. Twist and shout, let it all out. I'm going to give you a few minutes just to settle in to wherever you are. Take all the time you need. You can always pause, rewind, come back at a later time. The beauty of virtual studio is alive. You may want some blocks for some support. If you don't have blocks, you can always grab some cardboard boxes, maybe some styrofoam. I have some styrofoam that I'll pull out to show the support, or even a textbook or a brick, a block of some sort that can help support you in one or two postures today. You may also want some cushions, some pillows, or some blankets. So we're going to be working on twisting the spinal column throughout the class today. This will be 30 to 45-minute class. So we want to be very gentle and supportive. We don't want to over twist. So this is where the pillows and the blankets may come in to support you as well. So give yourself a few moments. We're going to begin standing up. So if you are seated, work your way up to a nice elevated standing position. And we'll just give it a few more moments here. If you are with me presently and you have gathered all of your materials and you feel safe and secure in your present state, begin to connect with your breath and come inward, checking in with yourself, your physical body, checking in with that mind and seeing where you are at presently. We'll begin in our Tadasana, so you can make your way up to that nice standing position. And so just as a disclaimer, if you do have any pre-existing medical conditions, if you are nursing or are pregnant, if you have any spinal column issues, if you're taking any medications, going to be advised to discuss with your practitioner whether or not these twisting activities, putting pressure on the internal organs, is okay and accessible for you without contraindication. So today's class is all about taming the lion within each of us. There's a personal experience that I have on many occasions where sometimes I notice that the lion in me will just come out. I just want to rage, whether it's at my own actions, my own choices, or somebody else's, or something that might be going on. For example, it's a beautiful rainy Sunday, and I just can't get out to yoga class today because unfortunately it's canceled, and that can get me a little bit frustrated, a little bit agitated. So sometimes it's beautiful to come back inward, come to our place wherever we reside, wherever we are in that present moment, and begin to twist and release all that we're burdening, all that's creating blockages within us. And for me, twisting and shouting and letting it out is the best cure to any frustration, any anger, any aggressiveness. So standing here in Tadasana, give yourself a moment to feel those feet planted firmly into the earth below you. Those ankles are directly under the knees. The knees are under the hips. And the entire rest of the spinal column sits on top of the tailbone. Shoulders are back, down and relaxed towards the earth below you. Spread those fingers nice and wide so they are facing forward. Gently tuck your chin to open up the back of your neck. And take a moment to either close the eyes or bring the gaze downward, bringing that cool, calm energy into the body and mind. As we stand here in our mountain, strong and stable, bring an intention to today's class. For me, it is to calm the mind, release aggressiveness, any competitiveness, and begin to channel all of the anger and the irritation through my practice to release it and let it go. Begin to connect with your breath, natural inhalation, the ease and exhalation. As we prepare for our twisting class today, understand that these twists will help to calm the nervous system. Thinking of our entire spinal column, we have tons of nerves that are interweaved and twisted all around that spinal column that go to the various areas of the body. And if we just give it a little love, give it a little massage and attention, we can help that nervous system just feel like jello and calm, feeling at ease. Twisting also helps to relieve the stagnation in the body. Stagnation can lead to depression, so twisting can also help to get us up and out of that depressive state and twist us into a different direction. Spine tends to be one of the first areas where a lot of us begin to feel tension or pain. And twisting can help with that mobility and that free flowing of that spinal column, relieving that tightness, that rigidity. The goal is to feel some freedom, feel that youthful energy in the body and mind. And as a bonus, twisting helps to decongest that lymphatic system and also supports that beautiful digestive system. One of the things that I wanted to give you a little caution towards is the low spine. A low spine has very little rotation, only about 5 degrees in either direction. A lot of times when we come into our twist, we may jut our lower spine much farther than it needs to go. So I ask you to be mindfully aware of how much you're rotating that low spine. The mid spine or thoracic area of the body has a much greater ability to twist in and out. That's about 35 degrees. And you can even feel that. So even if you want to just begin to sway the low spine, the lumbar spine, left to right, and just noticing there's actually a stop point. And it is much shorter than when you come up to the rib region or thoracic region. You can begin to feel the body twisting even more at this mid body. And then coming up to the cervical spine, up towards the neck region or in the neck region, you can begin to notice that when you move the neck from left to right, looking over the shoulders, that range of motion is greater and longer or farther than at the chest region, at the mid-body region. So that neck region can go about 50 degrees, the thoracic can go about 35 degrees, and the low spine, the lumbar region can only go about 5 degrees. So just be mindful and aware, always starting the twist from the lumbar spine, then to the thoracic, and then finally the cervical or the neck region. This way, we don't create any injury. All right. Oh, very good. Back into Tadasana. Let's connect with our breath. We're going to take 5 big inhalations. And on your next exhalation, make out a sound or a sigh, releasing anything you're hanging on to. Be as loud as you want. Make any sounds that feel good. Bring out the lion in you. Let it go. And final breath. Very good. If you know the ocean sounding breath or ujjayi sounding breath, I invite you to bring that into your practice today at any time. That's that constriction of the epiglottis. You may hear my breath throughout the practice as I engage and activate that breath. So we're going to begin in our Dasha Chalana. We're 8 rotations. Ladies, step your right foot back. Men, step your left foot back, or if you're feeling like you're connecting with the feminine side, step your right foot back. If you're connecting more with your masculine side, step the left foot back. Coming up onto the top of the toes, gentle rotation at the ankles. We're going to create some nice lubrication in our joints, creating this rotation, this twist to bring some nourishment, some life, some love back to these regions. Go the opposite direction, rotating that ankle the other way. Very good. Planting that foot back, the one that is back, to the front to meet the one in the front. Step the opposite foot back, coming up on the top of the toes, and begin to rotate the ankle around the toes. Again, getting that lubrication, that mobility, that movement into these joints. And going the other way. We're here warming up. Very good. Stepping that foot back to meet the other. Back in our standing, we're going to begin to rotate the shoulders in one direction. If you hear any cracking, if you hear any popping, just make those circles a little bit smaller, being mindful and aware of your range of motion. Go the other way, creating that balance. Very good. Bring the rotations of the shoulders to a close and gently begin to rotate the head in circles as if you're drawing a circle in space in front of you in one direction. And then when you're back to center, go the other way. And any cracking, any popping, just make those circles a little bit smaller. Very good. Bring that head rotation to a close. We're going to clasp the hands right in front of the head. The elbows come to the heart center. And we're going to rotate the wrists in one direction as if you're turning a bowl upside down. And then go the opposite way. If you can't figure out, that's okay. Just move them around. You'll get it eventually. All right. On your next motion, we're going to release the arms and begin to bring a nice little gentle sway from left to right, becoming a little bit playful in this twisting action, this twisting movement. If you'd like to bring the breath into it, each time you twist to the side, exhale out the nose. Thinking of yourself maybe as a child in an oversized coat, just swinging in the space, feeling free, feeling relaxed. Very good. Letting that pendulum, that swing come to a close. Let the body flow. Let it stop at its own pace, own time. And then once you're back to center, begin to rotate those hips in one direction, making circles with the hips. Again, any cracking, any popping, just make those circles smaller. Even the smallest circles of the joints will help to lubricate all of that synovial fluid that helps to support in our movement and our mobility. Once you're back to center, go the other way. Good. Bringing yourself back to center. We're going to bring the toes together, maybe. If they don't come together and touch, that's okay. If there's space, that is fine. Bring the hands to the inner thighs and begin to bend the knees. We're going to rotate the knees around the ankles in one direction. And then once you're back to center, go the other way. Very good. Keeping ourselves nice and bent here. We're going to come into our sarpana or our serpent. And this is where we're going to undulate the spine. So on the rise up, the spinal column will round out. And then as you rise, the chest is going to be sticking out. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring a nice concave action in the spine. Bend the knees. Stick the buttocks out. And then round the spine. Bring the arms into the center as you rise back up. Kind of like a standing cat-cow with bird arms. Maybe like a crane flying. Or a flying snake. And you can get funky with it. Almost become like one of those air balloons, I think they're called, that are in the like a sales place where they have cars, and I forget what those balloons are called, but anyway. Very good. Let me stop talking. Bring us back up to a nice standing position. So now you can use, if you have a wall close to you, awesome. If you don't have a wall, you can just do this in a nice standing position, bringing the arms out to a T position. Again, the wall, you would bring those arms out to a T. Very good. And so begin to twist from the mid body to begin, and then twist the head to the right. So the chest begins to twist to the right, and then the head is going to follow. Bring it back to center. Twist the chest to the left, and then let the head follow. Bring the head back and the chest back. If you're doing this on the wall, same thing. Bring the chest out and then the neck out. And going in both directions. And we're just going to go left to right. Gentle, easy twist. And for me, I have a little bit of tightness, a lot of tightness, so my mobility is very limited, especially today. One more time on each side. Very good. Bringing yourself down, the arms down to the sides. Gently drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Pausing here, noticing a nice extension in the right side of the neck. If it's accessible and you don't have any neck injuries, begin to draw the chin towards the left armpit. On your next inhale, draw the chin all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, the chin comes back to the armpit. Inhale to the sky. Gentle, easy twist of the neck, connecting with the breath. One more time. And with the ear still on the left cheek or the left shoulder, begin to place the left hand on the left cheek and use the hand to support the head back to center. When you're ready, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And pause here. Feel that sensation on the left side of the neck. And then when it feels good, begin to drop the chin towards the right elbow or the right armpit. And then on your next inhale, rise the chin all the way to the sky, twisting up and out. Exhale, chin comes back to the armpit. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, armpit. Inhale, sky. Exhale, armpit. One final time. Inhale, sky. Exhale, armpit. Keep that right cheek or right ear near the right shoulder. Right palm comes to the right cheek. Gently push the head back up to center. Rotate your shoulders. Let go of any tension you hung on to there. Go in both directions. Create some good balance. Very good. Bringing yourself to wherever you are. Bringing those feet so they're hip distance apart from each other. We're going to come into our chair pose, our Utkatasana. So on the inhale, draw the arms up overhead to the sides of the ears and bend at the knees, sticking the buttocks out behind you, bringing the weight into the heels of the feet. You should be able to pick your toes up and stay balanced, and then place them back down on the ground. So if you have any shoulder issues or it's difficult to keep the arms up overhead, I invite you to keep them directly in front of you here. We're going to follow our fingers. So looking and gazing at the middle finger. We're going to start on the right side, looking at the right middle finger. Inhale fully. And on the exhale, begin to follow that right finger behind the body. The arms come into a nice gentle T. Inhale, rise that right finger, right hand back to the sky, into your chair, Utkatasana, or directly in front if you have any shoulder issues. On your next exhale, look at the left middle finger, follow it behind you to a T, twisting out. Inhale, the left arm comes back to meet the right. Follow the right, exhale right. Inhale, center. Exhale, follow the left, twist it out. Inhale, center. Exhale, behind. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist it out. And keep going at your own pace, at your own rhythm, following the flow of the fingers, hanging on and drawing your attention inward. Hang on. We're going to go one more final round. Inhale, rise all the way back up, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, the arms come down to the side. Pause here in mountain pose. Dasana. Pause, be still, notice. Inhale, the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward, coming into a nice forward fold here. Uttanasana. Maybe you need a block here. I find this to be very supportive. Begin to step the feet wider than hip distance apart. Maybe 2 blocks. Or even maybe grabbing, if you have that styrofoam, that can work here for you as well. That cardboard box, that textbook. Very good. Drawing that belly inward. We're going to plant both hands on the ground. Those feet, again, are a little bit farther than hip distance apart. Root that right hand down on the ground. We're going to look at the middle finger of the left hand. Inhale to rise, following that left finger. Exhale, bring the left hand back to meet the right. Inhale, right fingers up to the sky, twisting up and out. Exhaling, bringing it back. Connecting the breath and the attention with the movement as you alternate from left to right. Bend the knees if you need to. Following the middle finger of each hand on the inhale and on the fall on the exhale. continue alternating from left to right, twisting up and out. One more on each side. And bringing yourself back to your nice forward fold. Drawing the belly inward, planting the hands nice and firmly. We're going to step one foot back and then the other back, coming into a downward dog. Draw the belly in. Drop the knees to a tabletop only if you need to. Pause here in your downward dog. Release the hips to the sky. The soles of the feet towards the mat. If you feel like movement is calling you and you want to shake or walk your dog out, this is the time. On the next breath, begin to step the left foot in between the hands. Drop the top of the right knee, the top of the right foot as well. And we're going to bring the left hand onto the inside of the left foot. Again, you may want to block here again, once again, or two. So planting that right hand firmly into the earth below you or onto your block. Again, we're going to follow the middle finger of each hand as we twist up and out here, beginning with the left hand. Inhale, rise to the sky, twisting up and out, drawing the hip of the left leg backwards. Exhale, bring that left hand down to meet the right. Begin to follow the right hand, rise to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Left hand, inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. Plant the left hand, inhale, right hand. Rise up, follow that finger. When you follow the finger, you begin the rotation at the spinal column, and then below spine, it comes to the mid spine, and then to the upper spine. Flow with your breath. One more on each side. Very good. Bringing the left hand to the outside of the left foot. May need to find a little bit more support by drawing the right knee gently forward or bringing the left foot back. We're going to rise with the hands all the way up overhead. And just as we had done in our chair, we're going to exhale, draw the right fingers back, coming into a T, following that middle finger. Inhaling the right hand back. Exhale, left hand, reach it back. Inhale forward. Exhale, right back. Inhale forward. Exhale, left back. Inhale forward. Exhale, right back. Inhale, right forward. Final time. Just to balance, and on the left. Inhale, both arms come back up overhead. Exhale, the arms come back down to frame that left foot. And then we're going to draw the buttocks back. The belly comes inward. Begin to straighten out that left leg, maybe grabbing your blocks once again here. So the heel of the left foot is now on the ground. The left toes are all the way up in the sky. Planting both hands nice and firmly on either the mat on the side of the left leg or onto the blocks or support props. We're going to look at that left fingertip, the left middle finger, and inhale, rise the left finger to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Look at the right finger, inhale, right finger to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left finger to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Balance here, feeling it. Inhale, rise it. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left fingers up. Final time on each side. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right fingers up. Exhale, bring them down. Very good. Begin to walk the hands back forward, bending that left knee. Maybe it feels good to feel a nice stretch in that right psoas muscle. And then when you're ready, begin to step the left knee back to meet the right. In your tabletop, pause here. Notice, observe any qualities, any sensations that might be running through the body or the mind. Checking in with your thought. Coming back to that intention. How is the mind? How is the body? Is it calm? How is it feeling with aggression? And when you're ready, step that right foot in between the hands. Taking the right hand and bringing it on the inside of the right foot. Coming onto that block or support if you need it. Planting the hands nice and firmly. We'll begin with the left fingertips, rising them up, following them up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, right. Exhale, bring it back. Draw that hip back. Support the low spine by drawing the hip backwards. Going at your own pace, your own rhythm, twisting up and out. One final time on each side. Very good. Once those hands are back, find that place where you feel nice and stable and secure, bringing the right hand to the outside of the right foot. And then rising the arms all the way up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to follow the left fingertips backwards, bringing the arms out to a T position, twisting and looking out behind us. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Follow the fingers. Ooh. One more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, the hands come to frame that right leg. Begin to draw the buttocks back, straightening out that right leg, straightening the right knee. Planting those hands nice and firmly either on the mat, onto your blocks, or your support. And when you're ready, we're going to come and twist up and out, beginning with the right side, planting that left hand down. Inhale, twisting up and out, following the fingertips of the right hand. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, left arm up, twist up and out. Exhale down. Going at your own pace, your own rhythm. One final time on each side. And then gently walking the hands back to center, bending the right knee once again. And then stepping the right knee back to meet the left here. In tabletop, pausing, again, noticing maybe a cat-cow feels good for you. Maybe even rotating at the low spine. Or finding any movement that is calling to you. Maybe you stay here or curl the toes under and draw the buttocks all the way up to the sky, coming into downward dog. Wherever you are, begin to relax the low spine. And on your next exhale, we're going to begin some gentle twists. Begin to take that right hand and reach to the left ankle or the left knee in your tabletop. So if you're in tabletop, reach the right hand to the left knee. If you're in downward dog, right hand to the left ankle. Begin to look through the space between the left arm and the left leg or knee. Maybe even feeding that chest and that heart through. Taking 2 breaths here. And on your next exhale, bringing the right hand back to meet the left. Either staying in your downward dog or staying in your tabletop. Transitioning to the other side, bringing that left hand either to the right knee or to the right ankle. And beginning to look through the space of the right side. Maybe feeding that heart through as well. Taking 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, reach the left hand back to meet the right. Everybody drop the knees if you're up in downward dog. Tops of the feet down onto the mat and exhale into child's pose. Draw the belly inward. Bring the forehead to the mat. And rest here in child's pose. Releasing any sounds, any sighs. Letting that roar of the lion go. On your next exhalation, begin to walk the hands over to the right, coming into a gentle twist here in our child's pose. Feeling a nice stretch in the left obliques, the left side of the body. Bringing the rhythm of the heart. Flow of the blood back down, calming everything back to the earth. Your next inhalation, begin to walk the hands back to center. And exhale the hands all the way to the left. And feeling a nice stretch on the right side of the body, the obliques. And letting that spinal column rest. And the next inhalation, beginning walking the hands back forward. And then coming all the way up. Tabletop. Swing the legs over either to the left or the right. And then come down onto your buttocks. Swing the legs all the way out in front of you. If you need to sit on a block or a pillow, get those hips a little bit more elevated. This is the time. Begin to engage the muscles of the legs here. So you're feeling the legs touching the mat below you. Bring the toes towards the face. And inhale the arms, come all the way up overhead. Draw the belly in, and on your exhalation, with a nice flat back, no rounding of the spine. Exhale, bringing those hands, the chest towards the legs, only to where and as far as you can go. And then dropping the arms. Again, engaging those legs, toes come to the face, draw the belly inward, relax your shoulders, let that heart melt forward. And begin to try to relax that low spine. Taking in a few more breaths. On your next inhalation, begin to walk the hands and the body back. Dandasana, your staff. Very good. Bend the knees. So the soles of the feet are on the mat. The knees are up to the sky. Maybe grab the back of the thighs. Lead that heart forward. The shoulders come backwards. Engage the muscles of the abdomen as you begin to find a connection between the earth below you and your spine or your back. Taking all the time you'd like to get there, where the upper body is on the mat, and the knees are all into the sky. Those feet are nice, comfortably on the earth below you. On your next exhalation, drop the knees down to the right. This is where you may need a pillow or a blanket to catch those knees, to catch those legs, to support them. We want the left shoulder and the right shoulder to stay rooted and connected to the earth below you. Deepen this twist only if it's accessible. Bringing the arms out to a T position. And then twisting the head to look over to the left fingers. Maybe you'd like a little bit more. And you can begin to reach and extend the left leg over the right side of your space. Maybe even catching it. The right toe into the right, or excuse me, the left toe, big toe into the right hand. As long as the shoulders can stay down and there's no ouch or owls. Breathing in and breathing out. Connecting with Ujjayi or ocean if it's part of your practice. On your next inhalation up, begin to bring knees back to center, rising to the sky, the soles of the feet back to center, moving your props if you need to, and gently let the knees fall to the left side of the body. And if you want to deepen the twist, bringing the arms out to a nice T and looking over to the right fingertips. Maybe even extending that left leg up and over. And if accessible, the big toe of the right leg connects with left foot. Wherever you lie, let it go. Twist it out. Shout if you must. Any sounds that are needed, let it go. Release it. On your next inhalation, begin to bring the head back to center, the knees rise to the sky, the soles of the feet back to the earth. Bring the arms down to the sides. And then one by one, extending the legs out, connecting and rooting the entire being to the earth below you. Here in our reclined Shavasana, let everything melt to the earth. Come back and check in with yourself, check in with your physical body, connect, check in with your mental body, connect and check in with your emotional body. Just notice, where does the activity still reside? Has there come about a sense of calmness, sense of ease, and all is as it should be? Oh hum. Taking 3 big breaths, long exhalations with any noise or sound that comes or needs to be released. When you're done with your final 3 breaths, so begin to roll on to the left side of the body. Coming on to that active, stimulating, digestive side, and rise all the way up to a seat, taking all the time you need, no rush. If you need any additional support to sit on, go ahead and grab that. Either way, we want to get those hips to be higher than the knees to support the spinal column and all of those beautiful internal organs that keep us going. Take those palms of the hands and let them rise up to the sky and let them fall down onto the thighs or the knees. It is the morning, so for those who still have a full day ahead of you, let's bring a little energy in. But let's keep it calm. Let's keep it easy. So coming here in our nice seated position, bring a nice beautiful smile to the face. Reach the arms out to the sky, to the side and up to the sky. And exhale, twist it out to the right, bringing that left hand to the right knee. The right hand comes behind the base of the spine. Draw the belly in. Relax those shoulders. Twist from the low spine, mid spine, and then all the way through the neck, looking over the right shoulder. Take 3 breaths here, humming on each exhalation. On the next inhale, reach the arms back up overhead, body back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Draw the shoulders down, the belly draws in, twist from the low spine, mid spine, and then the neck looking over the left shoulder. Connect with your breath. Be sure you can breathe. If you can't breathe, come out a little bit. And when you're ready, let's connect with those hums, 3 hums on each exhalation. Hum. Hum. Inhale back to center, arms back up overhead. Exhale, the arms come back down, palms face to the sky, right on the arm or right on the legs. Relax those shoulders, let that heart shine forward. Big, beautiful smile. No more aggression, no more anger. Feeling good, releasing it. If you still are hanging on to anything else, let us release it with our lion's breath. 3 lion's breath we're going to come into. So for this one, you can engage the hands. We're going to stick the tongue out. We're going to let everything go. We're going to open the eyes nice and wide and release everything on our exhalation. Inhale fully through the nose. Exhale, bring the claws out, stick the tongue out, open the eyes. Let the lion out. Inhale big. Exhale, let it go. Final one, make it a good one. Bring yourself back to center. Nice, big, beautiful smile. Hands on the heart center if it feels good, or on the belly, wherever the aggression or the head still lies. If there is none, bring the compassion inward. Draw the attention. Either way, everybody bring it inward. Bring the chin to the chest. Honor this beautiful, amazing being that you are, the essence that you carry, the uniqueness that you share. Be bright, be beautiful, be happy. Honor your presence and your ability to show up for yourself, the ability to nourish and to love oneself. It is with honor and gratitude. I am Sondra with Yoga in Our City. This is Foxy. We are here at Virtual Studio every Sunday at 10 a.m., Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. for chair yoga. And as always, you can check us in the city parks 7 days a week. Some rain, always shine. Take care, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy. Don't let that lion be you. Let it out. Release it. Let it go. Take care, everybody.